Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to build a costume audience, a cold audience. Actually, there are two types of audience. We have the cold and we have the warm audience. The cold audience are people who don't even know anything about your product or service, while the warm audience are people who have patronized, seen and engaged with your content on social media. So we're going to generate a cold audience here on MetaSuit, and in subsequent videos I'll show you how to use them. For now, I'm going to show you how to break your audience into geographic details, psychographic details and interest, and how you can use that to promote your product. So I'll do this for fashion industry, I'll do this for the music industry, entertainment industry. We'll create all of those kind of audience locally and globally, so you can use your country. Doesn't matter wherever you are, if you are living under the rock or you are staying at the tallest building in North Korea or South Korea or Dubai or America, anywhere you are, you can actually set the location and you are ready to fly. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So today you can create your audience here, but today we're going to be creating, you can see costume audience, where you can import your list. You have a lookalike audience. This is when you have imported a list and you're trying to get people who look like the people who have purchased from you, but that's not what we're doing today. We're building a completely cold audience. And that's why we have this here. So this is what you see. So you have to name your audience. For today, I'm currently located in Nigeria, where I'm currently doing this video, but I also create the target audience, targeting my customers in UK. So I can target UK and Canada at the same time. I can target UK, Nigeria, Canada at the same time. It's just that it's preferable, like when you are doing your ad. If you don't know, I am a performance marketer for over 4-5 years right now. So I always have learned a lot over the years. Before, I tried to just combine everything and say, oh, since I'm targeting UK, I'll target all of them and try to bypass Facebook. No, the algorithm will just not favor you that way. So I try to break it to different location and different budget for different location. That's all I want to say. So I'm targeting UK. I target UK alone for this audience. Then I create another audience targeting Canada. Then I create another audience targeting Kenya. Or better still, you want to target a continent if you're working with a really large budget, but sincerely that will still affect your reporting because you would have issue analyzing those data later on. So it's preferable you start by creating audience to a particular geographical location. So if you have to target all over the world, try to break it down into different customer avatar. Don't just compile everything together due to cost, and you're trying to it will affect the optimization of your ad, and you don't want to do that to yourself. So here you have UK audience, right? I just want to have UK audience here. Then after that, I'll change the Nigeria, as you can see here, to Canada or UK, which I have already mentioned, United Kingdom. So you can target UK as a state. That means you just target London alone, that's a city, or you can target UK as a country, right? So all the states in UK would see your ad, which I really love to do because I hate niching down my audience. Even though I know where my audience are, if the service I can deliver nationwide, then I just target the nation completely, because it gives me more options and more data to work with, right? So now you have what they call, in this session you have what they call the minimum age. So your products, what are you selling to? Just imagine I'm creating these for a fashion brand, so I can sell to a fashion, I can sell my product to anybody above 18 literally. Then I exclude, I would say if you're not a pro, don't exclude your audience, because you have to understand the audience first before excluding, so you don't have to put anything there. Then the language, they are speaking English. When you're doing a campaign like in Spain, you're doing campaign in Barcelona, right? You have to separate the language. You're doing a campaign in Real Madrid, and who you're targeting are people who actually speak English and not people who speak Spanish. You have to separate the they have to separate the language. So globally, all right, when I do campaign globally, I try to know the kind of language they speak there. So there are some people in Europe that speak French, right? And you have to understand that it's not everybody that's speaking English. So understand where your customer perspective, where they are and what they are currently doing. So that would help you set up a good campaign. So for me, I don't need to change it. I'm targeting the United Kingdom and they are speaking English there, so that's no problem for me. Then the next thing I want to do is the customer audience. Now this is where you take your time to build an audience. Now I have done the geographical location. If I'm targeting people who will be interested in fashion, right, so I start by typing fashion, then the algorithm will come up with suggestions, right? Just watch what it will do right now. So here you have your customer audience, where you input your customer list. That's not where you do that. So my age is 18 to 65. Then here I type fashion. The algorithm will start bringing out fashion, things related to fashion. Now you see there are three things you'd see majorly. You see employer, field of study, you see interest, right? Like you can see, like I'm some scrolling, you can see those things here. So you need to understand that if you're targeting fashion, are you targeting somebody that works in fashion? That's why you see employer. That means this person employ people who work in fashion, but that's not who we're targeting. We're targeting somebody who would buy our designs, our shirts, our mesh, and that's what we need. You field of study, are you trying to target somebody that is studying fashion? Are they your ideal audience? I'd say probably no. The people who are actually our ideal audience are people who are interested in fashion. So now we see interest here. You can see fashion accessories, interest, fashion films, fashion designs, and I think now we are getting what we need. So fashion design, we need people who are interested in fashion design. Yeah, this person is interested in fashion design, but the kind of shirt I do suits. I make suits for weddings. So what will I type? Or I can type, oh, somebody looking for, or somebody that's getting engaged in wedding. Then we type our wedding, and you'd see it. People who are interested in wedding, you can see on our screen, right? You have your wedding, you have wedding suits, wedding bride, wedding clothing, so wedding shopping. Then you can start selecting, oh, newly engaged, these are people who would need suit, right? You have married. No, I don't want people who are married. I want people who are interested in things related to wedding, right? That's what I'm searching for. So there's no really a straight way to do building your audience. You have to think about your audience, or if you have, what I do personally, I have a customer persona. I just copy all of that information and I paste it on my audience. The interest, the data, the interest they have, the demographic details, the work they do, right? If I'm pushing the campaign to Facebook, you can target the kind of work they do, right? So that's how you build, and you keep adding things. Or wedding websites, they're interested in wedding. Obviously, if you're visiting a wedding website, you are interested in wedding, and like that you have built a customer audience. Now you can save this audience for later, and yep, now you have ready. So if you click on this audience right now, you see a tab at your side. You can see the total number of people this audience this audience avatar can reach is over 22 million people, 22,500,000 people created today. Then I'm targeting these guys are in United Kingdom. With the people, I'm trying to show you that the people who are interested in fashion blogs, fashion designs, weddings, relationship, just newly engaged, are 22,500,000 people. So you have the ability to send and promote your product to 22,500,000 people. That is your reach. but this niche. Now if I can, I will also create another audience, so you see a complete difference. Now I want to target somebody selling, give me an example. So hold on, I can create this audience for as many businesses I can. I just think about them and, oh, I want to create a business for somebody who sell car. I want to create an audience for somebody. You just to think about the how the audience look like, what audience it's doing, the current application. Just think about the person, the ideal customer avatar, and then you insert this information. If you can track some things that Facebook can use to recognize this kind of people who you call your potential lead, so it's not something really complex. And if you want me to create an audience for your brand, you can type it in the comment section, so we create a video around that, and I'll settle down to build an audience for your business. Aside that, if you have not hit the subscribe button till now, you are let's don't go there. So hit the subscribe button, support us, because this is completely free. We're doing this for you to solely learn and scale your business. So all the least you could do is to support all we are doing here. And I personally really appreciate, aside my team, they are not happy because they are not only subscribing, but I trust you guys. I know you guys are doing your best, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. So let's jump right in. So I'm going to create another audience for somebody in probably far from 10,000 miles far from where I am. That doesn't change the cost of my campaign. The only thing that would affect my campaign is the cost of conversion, cost of clicks. That's all. Since if I am in the first side of the world and somebody is in the other side of the world, that doesn't change anything. The campaign still remain the same. I can target them from where I am and nothing will change. It's just the cost of CPC that you still pay, the CPM, and all of those things which we'll still talk about. Don't worry. So I want to create an audience for somebody in where it's very far. Okay, China. Let's see. China is very far from where I stay. So let's create an audience for somebody in China. So I'm looking at targets, and so you create a saved audience. So I want to save this audience for later. So I want to call them my Chinese friends. So China. I want to save an audience in China. All right. So here, instead of Nigeria, I'll change the audience to China, and then the algorithm will bring out what I can find in China. So the country, currently we have 4 million to 500 million people, 5,500,000 people we can target in China. Then I would scroll down. You remember, let's assume I'm selling a technological application, right? So anybody would want to use my app, like the video app. So anybody wants to use it. It's just an idea, by the way. So there is no age restriction for that, but if there is, I can adjust the age here. But it's an app. I want people to download it, so as many people can, so no problem. Then is it for male? Maybe if it's a male kind of app alone, I would niche down by probably like a home gym app for male. I'll just pick only the male. But since it's a video app, both male and female create videos, so I put all. Now I want them to, these are people who are interested in videos, they're interested in social media. So video, doing that right now. So they're interested in video. So with that, you'd see different videos. So I'm trying to select, so you can see a field of study, video games. Yeah, I want them. So you see, I could find video, right? Then there's something I did not show you in the first example. When you click on this, you can see what they call suggestions already. So the algorithm will start bringing out things that relate to your first keyword or first interest. Describing your audience is very, very important. That will help the algorithm help you bring out relevant suggestions. So you don't want to start your first word describing your audience with a very, very far name or niche or interest or behavior, or probably starting with their job. The algorithm will think you are selling something related to their job and bring things related to their job for you instead of their personality. So sometimes I start with what I'm selling, then the algorithm would take me down to the ideas, the psychography, the relationship, things like that, right? So yes, you can actually target the relationship of a person, which I'll show you now. So when you click on browse, which I did not show you earlier, there's what you call demography, interest, and behavior. So when you click on the demography, you can see the education, the financial aspect. You can target. So these people that need my video, they are in high school. I click on that. They are in university. I click on that. They have doctorate degrees, they're professors. I just keep highlighting all those things. After that, I'll still click on browse again, click on interest. You can select the business industry they are. So they are administrative, they are business, they are architectures. It's a video, right? It's a video app. Anybody can download a video app, just like TikTok and Instagram. So I'm just showing you all these things which I did not show earlier. So there are two ways to do it, right? So you can see I can choose fitness and awareness, hobbies, shopping. So sometimes when you don't have the words to, or you've not really done your detailed customer avatar, you can come here and do this, right? You build your through the search, you browse and find all the things that you can find as regards the customer. Then the last thing I want to talk about is the behavioral aspect. So in the behavior, you can see their anniversaries, you can see they are just getting married. You can even choose the device that you want the ad to be seen, that okay, my users or my customers must be using an iPhone 14, must be using an iOS 16. You can see that here. You can choose the mobile device they are using and how they are using the Facebook on tab, are they using the Facebook on mobile, iPhone 16 and all. So, and with that, you can don't narrow your audience and also don't exclude your audience except you have done detailed research. Since this is a new account, I'll definitely show you how to exclude, but I don't like using it because one way or the other, the customer saying no is just one or two more iterations and convictions that he or she needs to actually purchase your product. Maybe with time the person will convert. So I don't always exclude people from my campaign. Yes, you can exclude that, this one is not for me, you must be SS, you must be black, you must be white to purchase my product. That is fine, but it is not good, right? It's not good. It doesn't help your algorithm properly, except you are a pro, you have done this over the years and you've discovered that these ones would never purchase from me. Then you can exclude them and focus on the one that needs to be focused on. But aside that, every other person you don't exclude. So you save your audience, and like that we have created an app audience that would download our app in China, and we have over 386,000 people who would download our apps in China. Not all of them. Literally, if you do a well-funded campaign, up to 10%, and that's 30,000 will download the app. And that is it on how to build a local and international. So if you want to build a local audience, you just change your China to your country, to your location. And I think that's the last thing I'm going to do on this video currently, and then we'll call it a day. I'm sure you've enjoyed everything you are learning and I'm sharing, and I hope you're enjoying it, because I'm also enjoying the whole Facebook ad thing. I love marketing. I'm a performance marketer for over 5 years and I love doing this. So the last part of the video where I'll be sharing how to build a local audience, a local code audience. So this is my own for my family, people in Nigeria, right? The location is already set to Nigeria. I can set it to Lagos, I can set it to Abeokuta, I can set it to Ogun State, I can set it to anywhere in Lagos, right? And you don't have to have one target location. So I'm currently targeting the whole of Nigeria, but if I want to target specific states, I can just remove Nigeria and just like Lagos. The same thing for other countries, by the way. You can just target specific states and you add them as many as you can. You have Ogun, you have Abuja. If you believe there are people there that would purchase your things. We have rivers, and just keep typing states. If I've not mentioned your state, you can type that in the comment section so I can add it in the next video. So, and that's like that. I just keep adding and adding and adding. If you zoom out, you see that there are pins. You can see that there are pins showing the locations. You can add as many states and locations you want to add. After all, they are in the same state. Not because you're targeting Edo here, you now go far to South Africa and be targeting Sun City. That is wrong. It would really affect the algorithm. So it's better to create a different customer audience for people in Sun City, people in Kenya. Not even if you have businesses there, that doesn't mean you combined all your customer avatar together. So, and the location together. So then you scroll down to where you want to type in your demography, your details, and every other thing you want to talk about. Probably this is for a gadget brand or people who sell car. Let's use car. So I want to sell car now, so I'll look for people who are interested in used car. They want to buy used cars. That's what they love in Nigeria. Then I start seeing other suggestions, car dealership, car retail. I just keep adding them because the algorithm already understands where I'm going. That okay, I'm not the first person trying to sell car, but these are the audience you should target when you want to sell car. And after you have copied all of those audience, you save it and you'll see the total number again. And for now, I'm sure you have learned so much, and I am also really great. I'm happy that you have learned a lot. And if you want to help a friend, you can share this video with 1 or 2 friends because they are also going to learn a lot from this course. This is a complete beginners to pro course in marketing, especially digital marketing, and this is completely free. It's not going to ever be paid for. You can just share with a friend so they can join the series and learn from it and also grow their business. And that's all for today's video. If you have not hit the subscribe button, kindly do that and share with a friend. Also turn on your notification button and turn on your notification. Also turn on your notification and share with a friend. Thank you all for watching this tutorial, and see you in the next tutorial where we talk about how to generate audience from your Instagram and Facebook page. And these are actually called your warm audience, and I'm going to be showing you every single thing. See you in the next tutorial.